Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Grow to Glow Tarot. This is what changes do you need to make for next year? Okay, at the bottom of the deck, Two of Wands, Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. So, looking at nurturing your health, nurturing your career, your finances, your belongings, really taking action to transform the way that you're thinking about things, to end negative thought patterns, negative habits, to come up with a plan that's sustainable, that you can action. So this is all hidden in your unconscious, right? Those plans to move forwards, the long-term goals and long-term plans. Clarify the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles for Cancer. Okay. Clarify the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, and we got the Sun and the Sun. Clarify the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. Wonderful. Six of Wands. Clarify the Six of Wands. Okay. Now this Sun. Clarify the Sun here. Five of Swords. For Cancer. Clarify this Five of Swords. Nine of Cups. Oh my gosh, we got Five of Swords as a clarifier for the Five of Swords. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles for Cancer. Cancer, the Eight of Pentacles. Clarify it, please. What changes do they need to make for next year? The Empress, the Star, the Knight of Swords, and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So needing to take action with your habits, with your routines, to bring healing, to nurture yourself, to nurture your ideas. So the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles, okay? The Magician, he manifests because he has the ability to really get his emotions, his thoughts, his spiritual and physical self all on the same page, right? He tames the mind with the spirit, okay? Very much like the Emperor. So the Seven of Pentacles, this is taking the long-term view. Things that you know, things that you own. Sometimes it has to do with children. So it's the long-term harvest, the sustainable results. It can be clearing away the old things, but it's really about taking the long-term view with what you want to manifest here. And then we've got Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Pentacles, and the Empress. So the Empress twice. Okay. So you're looking at nurturing an idea, growing it to fruition for the long term. You're looking at the mistakes that you made in the past, where you feel like you're going around and around and around in circles. It could have to do with people pleasing, not taking care of yourself or putting yourself first in terms of your own needs in regards to certain situations, especially with your finances and your career, and how that deteriorates your health, and really needing to nurture yourself and put yourself first. So there's a lesson where you feel like you're repeating yourself in terms of trying to maintain long-term success and manifest things, you need to look at why you're stuck in that loop. Okay, why are you not changing your thinking around the situation? What from the past needs to go? Whether it's a thought pattern, a behavior pattern, behaviors follow thoughts. You change your thinking, you change your behavior. So getting a lot of clarity on this, getting a lot of clarity on what needs to go in order to stop this repeating cycle that's happening over and over again. Now we've got the Six of Wands in reverse, where, you're not having this victory. Things are not working out for you. You've been feeling kind of stuck in the mud about this Knight of Pentacles. So here he is again, taking practical steps to move towards your goals, being really practical about it, moving towards your goals. We've got the Hermit, Six of Wands sideways, and the Two of Swords sideways. So yeah, where you're wanting this personal victory, you're needing to get clarity on it. Maybe even set some boundaries. You need to go within to look for your own path, and your path is not everybody else's path. Okay, it's not the path that other people choose for you. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to listen to your inner guidance, and you need to follow that path. And the Two of Swords, this can be being stuck because you're too emotional, because you're afraid of making the wrong choice. It's being at that crossroads and getting clarity on how to put your thinking above your emotions, above your passions, above the things that have been controlling you, so that you can make this decision. In the decision, this crossroads, it's kind of like beheading you. It's taking your head off. You see the head of the statue, right? The giant statue from Rhodes, it's in the water. And this person with the swords crossed, when the swords come together, right? So this is taking your head off, trying to make a decision, your fear and anxiety just really playing this role. And because you're not able to make this decision with this card sideways, you're not able to figure out which path is right for you, because your emotions and your thoughts are just too tumultuous. This is affecting your ability to have what you want. There is a path that is right for you, and you need to let go of the things that aren't right for you and certain ideas about how to achieve those goals. Then we have the Sun again. So rebirth, growth, coming out of the darkness into the light, being born again anew. That is the Fool, as a child. So he becomes like new. He becomes like a child again. And the Sun card, and this is the Six of Cups, which was sideways. It's all about celebration and joy. It's about childhood and past. Don't be too nostalgic, too reminiscent of the past. Don't be stuck in your childhood. Things cannot go back to the way they were necessarily. They can to a certain extent, but not as much as you would like sometimes. And they're also, the way that we remember things isn't necessarily the way that they were. So nostalgia can put a false image on things, a false veil on things. Maybe there were things we didn't notice. Okay. So try not to be too nostalgic when you're looking for your growth. Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So where there is instability, be mindful of greed, yours or other people's. Where there is this instability, there could be competition for resources and competition for the good life. So you need to be mindful of where that could create instability and getting clarity on that. Getting clarity on what really is the good life for you, what really is going to create stability and help you grow that stability. You might need to brainstorm certain ideas and remember certain things. And then we have Three of Cups, Hangman, Ten of Wands. So collaboration could be helpful to you. Collaboration, once you get this clarity about your stability, how to delegate, how to simplify, minimize things in your life that are very burdensome to you, whether it's actual possessions and becoming more of a minimalist. Maybe not, I own 12 things type of minimalist, but maybe clearing a lot of the clutter you don't need that's just your stuff that's owning you, that you're not owning, it owns you because you have to maintain it and, dust it or whatever all the time to make it look nice, and you don't even like it that much anymore, so it's a pain to have to dust it. Why are you keeping it? That type of thing. So really looking at those burdens, looking at the habits that you have, looking at your thought patterns around those habits, making way for the new by getting rid of the old. Okay, whether it's new thought patterns, it's new things. Your joy could be found among friends or in community rather than in things. And that brings us to the next one, the Five of Swords. So this is a card of communication breaking down because of envy and jealousy. It's a card of small financial losses over time, of being beaten down in your way of thinking. And we have the Devil sideways, the Three of Wands, not having your ships come in, the exact opposite of its meaning in the upright, really losses, just losses, and losing the desire and the joy in life, losing the ability to plan for the future because of losses. And then the Five of Swords again. So the Five of Swords is its own clarifier. Okay, so the Five of Swords, this person here and this person here, you could be this person or you could be this person or somebody who's not in the picture, right? So this person here, they're like, oh, I won, I'm triumphant, I don't care that this person is walking away all disheartened. I don't care if people don't like me, I don't care if people think I'm bad or evil or whatever. This person, they're kind of like a narcissist. They're like, I won at all costs. I don't care what it cost me, I won. I don't care if it was my best friend I beat. and now they're, walking away all disheartened. So I'm not necessarily saying this is you, but this is like the character in this card, okay? And the same with this one. It's like this character of, I had to win at all costs. And it didn't matter what. It didn't matter who I lost. So this Five of Swords, it's not a good card. It's definitely a challenging card. And with the Three of Wands in the reverse, and I mean the devil is talking about, so this Three of Wands, there's risks, there's loss, and a lack of insight. It can even be like a con man. That's what I was trying to remember. It can be like a con man who takes advantage of your need to win. And then basically they steal from you. They take off with whatever it was. They use your need to win against you. Or they use this other person, if it's a person around you, they use that person's need to have a victory and win at all costs against them. So yeah, this is not having a victory. This is not having your ships come in, not having good luck, good fortune, not having a good life. This is losing money, losing things. The devil, of course, in this context, can be talking about addictions, can be talking about obsessions. Winning can be an obsession for certain people, like gamblers. Certainly addiction there. So the lovers are chained to the devil in this card. They're kind of celebrating. They're playing the fiddle and the guitar, but typically they're chained to the devil, which means your choices could be changed to the things that you don't like about yourself or your life, the things that you are addicted to, the things that you're obsessed with, the things that you don't want to acknowledge. The devil is like the shadow work card, the repression. I repress this about myself and my life because I don't like it, so I don't want to acknowledge it. And certainly some people who have, you or the person around you, some people who have this idea of, I have to win at all costs, and I don't care if it costs me, my best friend, or if it costs me, I gamble and I don't care if I lose like $5 now or $50 because I know I'm going to make that big payday, next week or tomorrow or in an hour, I'm going to get that $1,000,000 or whatever. The devil energy is that energy. And the devil, you can, it might seem like it's big, it's bad, it's scary. This guy seems pretty, he's pretty muscular compared to this guy. And he seems kind of big, bad, and scary. Tough to get past. But the devil, you can get past him once you make the choice to live within your values, to live within your morals, which is what the lovers is about. Once you make that choice between the devil and yourself, whatever the devil represents, whatever this is talking about, somebody who's a narcissist, who you let hang around you, somebody who has envy or jealousy, who you let around you and they kind of sabotage you, or your own envy and jealousy sabotages you. Once you face that, you can move past the devil. The Sun card is saying you can move past the devil. You can have this victory. So then we've got Nine of Cups in the reverse. And this is talking about being dissatisfied with your life, not being happy, feeling like you're just not you're not happy, you're needing to, so there is a new beginning, but you're needing to go within to really look at where there might be self-deception or where somebody else might be deceiving you, where you could be overindulging in certain things and deceiving yourself about that overindulgence and how that affects your ability to find your way, how that affects your emotional stability and your ability to find your way towards what it is that truly does bring you satisfaction. Yeah, 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands, the Fool, and the King of Wands. So the Wands are about the spiritual. The Wands are about creativity, they're about life, they're about joy. That spark of joy, the joy de vie. So you're persevering, you're a little bit beaten up in regards to where you feel dissatisfied with life or where you're overindulging. You're a little bit beaten up, but you keep persevering, you keep trying to use your creativity to have this new beginning, to take charge, to transform, to move in the direction towards your transformation and let go of this baggage. But there's this inner critic, or there's this critic from somebody in your community, somebody around you, somebody who you always feel like you have to defend yourself. Like you have to take that high ground and defend your actions, even when you shouldn't need to. And you're going to need to look at that a little differently. You're going to need to let go of that inner critic, let go of that person, or let go of that need to defend yourself against that person or against that group. Okay, you don't need to justify yourself to everybody else. You can simply be. And that's part of what you need to let go of, and part of what you need to have faith in yourself about, is where this criticism comes from and how to just, be yourself and ignore the criticism, whether it's coming from internally or externally. You need to let go of that baggage and have some faith in yourself. The last card is the Eight of Pentacles, came out sideways. So, like I said, this talks about repeating cycles, not being acknowledged for your work, doing all the work within a group of people. When it's in the upright, it talks about being acknowledged for your craftsmanship, for your work, for the skill that you have, that you've mastered, and how you've mastered that skill through repetition. So there's a mastering of skill in regards to the physical world, in regards to your work, to your health, your possessions. You're going to get clarity on the path. You're going to get clarity on what path to take, to find your middle ground here, to stop repeating cycles, to stop neglecting the things that you need to focus on here in the physical world. You're going to get clarity on how to stop neglecting that. Page of Wands, studying the transformation, studying different perspectives, studying how you want to transform, and learning to be your own self, learning to be a free spirit and move down your own path, whether other people like it or not. Now we've got this Page of Swords in the reverse. So this is not seeing things from different perspectives. It's not looking at things, thinking about things differently, not healing your thinking by getting those different perspectives, by looking at it from different angles. You can see that maybe it's like, when you were a kid, you went to, this amusement park, and this statue in the amusement park or this ride was huge, it was so big. And then you go back there as an adult, and the statue at the amusement park is, barely up to your waist, and you're an average size adult, or this ride is like really tiny. And there's that difference in perspective, right? And you're seeing things from an adult perspective, whereas before you were seeing it from a child's perspective. So there is a sort of healing in regards to certain situations sometimes when you see things from an adult perspective, that you were still kind of stuck in seeing them from a child perspective. And this may not be the case with you, but that's just an example. So where you're stuck on seeing things a certain way and you're not seeing them from a different perspective, in order to heal that perspective, that's something you need to change. You need to look at it from different angles, and that will help heal the way that you think about the situation, the way that you think about where you're feeling stuck in regards to things in the here and the now that you want to achieve, that you want to build your skill set up on, that you want to master. Could be a degree that you're trying to master. You're trying to get, well, not a master's degree, but you're trying to get a degree. But your perspective on it is not, you're going to have to use a little bit of creativity, maybe go out of state somewhere in order to, or look at non-traditional ways of getting that degree or getting the certification you need. That was weird. Okay, sorry, that was a little side note for someone. I don't think that's everybody. So the skill set, the Cosmos and the Six of Wands came out sideways. So you're making the journey, and they came out the same direction as the Eight of Pentacles. So you're making the journey to end this cycle, to get what it is you want, to get that accomplishment, to master things here in the physical world. And you started on this journey. Be mindful, like I said before with the Cosmos or the World card, be mindful of shortcuts that appear too quickly or too easily. With that Five of Swords too. Be mindful of anything that seems too good to be true, especially in regards to timing wise. So you're on this journey. You're in the middle of the journey, and you will accomplish, you will achieve, once you start being more of a free spirit, and once you start looking at things from the different perspective, from the different angle. And you'll get the recognition that you want. Eight of Pentacles is also about recognition, if I didn't say that before. Recognition for the skill set, or for achieving things with your body. Mystic Star. So, harmony in the home and great friendships. You can look at that and meditate on it. Sorry for the tremor. Harmony in the home and great friendships. It is the Mystic Star. I hope you're having a great day, Cancer. Take care of yourself. It's going to be a great new year. It is. It really is. Don't let that Five of Swords get you down, or the Eight of Pentacles being sideways. Don't let those get you down. Okay? Take care.